Hey there, my name is Julian, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a fully custom online course with Memberstack and WordPress super easily. So first things first, if you haven't already checked out tools like Kajabi and Teachable, I would recommend it. Those are very easy ways to start your online course. That being said, if you're here today watching this, that probably means that you don't want to use those. Maybe it's because you don't have that much customization. Maybe you don't like the high transaction fees. Maybe your client has a design that you can't implement. Whatever it may be, you want to build a custom online course and you're in the right place. I'm going to show you how to do that. First things first, what I want to say is that everything you see here is a template, which you can copy at the link in the description, and you can end up with the exact same setup that I have right here in just a couple of minutes. So anyways, without further ado, let's get right into it. And the first thing we're going to talk about is actually building your site. So here's some really good news for you. If you're used to building sites in WordPress, this is going to be super duper easy. Doesn't matter what page builder you use, doesn't matter what plugins you're used to, you can build a site in the exact way that you are currently used to. So me, for example, my primary stack that I use with almost everything is Bricks Builder and Advanced Custom Fields. So I have Bricks Builder and I have Advanced Custom Fields. Bricks Builder I'm using to build out my pages, obviously. And Advanced Custom Fields I'm using to create custom post types for modules and lessons. That being said, you can use whatever you want. And what you're going to want to do first is just build out your site statically. So what I did over here is I built out my homepage. As you can see, we have a pricing table, we have FAQs, we have all of that fun stuff. And then I built the dashboard, so where users are actually going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up for a free account right now, and we're going to see how that looks. So let's just do some fake email and click sign up. So there we go. We've signed up, and we're going to get into making that work in just a minute. But anyways, the point is, I built out all of my custom post types and everything with Advanced Custom Fields. I got everything working in Bricks. So maybe you use Elementor. It doesn't matter. It's going to be the same thing. Build out your entire site. All of the stuff that you need, it's not going to be working. It's just going to be static. But first, you're going to want to build it out. Once you're sitting there with everything, so you have your course page, you have your lessons template, and the site is built in the way that you want it to be built, you are ready to go. If you want to know how to build sites just like I do to end up with something beautiful like this, I would recommend you go to the WPTuts WordPress channel. Paul from WPTuts is the one who taught me how to use Bricks Builder, how to use Advanced Custom Fields, and all of the stuff that I use to build really beautiful WordPress sites today, I learned from his channel. So I would heavily recommend you go and check him out if you are a beginner to WordPress and you're looking to find your stack. But if you're not and you already have one, go ahead and use that. You don't need Bricks Builder to make this work. So once your site is all built out, the next thing that you're going to want to do is connect it to Memberstack. So if you don't know what Memberstack is, it allows you to very easily add gated content, subscription payments, social auth, and a whole bunch more to your WordPress site very easily. It also is super scalable because it doesn't use the WordPress member system. So it's a really great plugin to essentially run your business off. You'll keep building your sites exactly how you're used to, but you can use Memberstack to essentially run your business. So here we are in Memberstack, and it's very easy. All you need to do is go to wordpress.memberstack.com, sign up for an account, and just build your first app. It's all very self-explanatory. It's just a couple clicks and you're going to be here with your app ID. So you're going to want to put that into the Memberstack plugin. Once you've got that, you can actually get into implementing Memberstack. So the first thing that I did to implement Memberstack was I made my authentication pages. So what we have over here is we have login, we have sign up, we have forgot password, and we have reset password. So I'm just going to go, for example, into Bricks on my sign up page so we can take a look at that. I simply built everything here out using normal Bricks Builder, and since I added the Bricks add-on for the Memberstack plugin, I can go ahead and here and search Memberstack. I have form, profile image, button, and here what we have is a form. We've selected sign up, we've added the fields that we want, which is email and password, and we have Google Auth. So you can play around with these options, do whatever you want to do, whatever makes sense for your online course. But as you can see, it's super easy to actually get that stuff set up. Now people can log in. That is super huge. That being said, the next thing you're going to want to do is make it so these people can actually pay you. So I'm going to head on over here into my Memberstack dashboard where, as we can see, I have everything set up. And the next thing that you're going to want to do is create your different plan levels. So if I could actually quickly head back on over here and go to my pricing table. As we can see, we have a free plan, which gives people access to the core videos and it lets them update it. So you can have a free plan, but you don't need to. We also have course access, which is $49 a month. It gives them access to everything except accreditation, certification. Then we have full access, which has all of that. So maybe your pricing model is going to be similar to this. Maybe it's going to be entirely different. Maybe it's a one-time payment. Maybe you don't want to have a free trial. Maybe you don't want a free option. Whatever it is, that's the beauty of this stack. You can build it. So again, figure out what your actual pricing model is, and then you're going to want to go into the Memberstack dashboard and replicate that. So as we can see over here, we have a free plan in Memberstack, which is called Free Access. We have a paid plan, which is $39 a month. That's called Course Access. And we have a $199 a month plan that is called Pro Access Monthly. So all you need to do is create these plans and connect your Stripe account to Memberstack. It's going to prompt you to do that while you're building it anyways, and it's just a few clicks. Once you have that, installing a plan in Memberstack is super duper easy. So here, for example, we have our free access plan. You would just click install and publish, and you would add this attribute to it. So whatever page builder you're using, or if you're even just using custom code, there should be a way to add custom attributes. So you can go ahead and do that. As we can see here, the name is Data MS Plan and the ID is, well, this long ID. And if we go over here into my homepage in Bricks and take a look at these buttons, what they're doing is they're linking to the sign up page, but along with that, they have this Data MS Plan attribute right under here. I'm not sure if you can see it behind my big head. And what's going to happen is when they click on this button, it's going to take them to the sign up page and log in local storage saying, hey, when they sign up, they signed up for this plan. So it's as simple as creating that plan in Memberstack, installing the attribute, and you are done. I'm going to show you how that works right now for a paid plan. The installation is the exact same, but here we are. And as you can see, it says current plan. That means we are on the free plan. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to this course access plan. I'm going to click upgrade. As you can see, it's loading. This bit here pops up asking me to copy the test data. This won't pop up for your real users. This is only when you're in test mode. So now we're going to do a Stripe test card, which you're just supposed to enter 42, any date in the future, and any combination of 3 numbers, and it should be marked as working. As you can see here, you can add discount codes, you can add free trials, you can even add setup fees. You can do anything, really. That is the beauty of Memberstack. Whatever your business needs, it can more than likely do in some way. So there we go. As you can see here, we are upgrading to this plan. Stripe in test mode sometimes takes a while. So anyways, after this, it is going to redirect us to the dashboard over here. Now we can access all of the lessons, including these ones. For example, let's go to lesson 13, which is a higher one. We can tell because I have paid lesson dash in the URL. Anyways, we can mark this lesson as complete. As you can see here, we can go to course, we can view the module, and as you can see, it is going to be marked as complete. But we still do not have that higher level of plan. So if I go over here to certificate, for example, it's just going to take me to this upgrade page where it's now going to tell me you only have this plan, so you can't have it. Now let's go ahead and upgrade to our full access plan. So it's going to take us over here. We'll do update subscription, full access, and continue. It's going to tell me that. Just making sure I'm not using my real card, and it's a test card. So there we go. It is confirming that for us. And now when we go back to our site, it might take us to the home page. Let's go to the dashboard. Now we can go to this certificate page, which doesn't have anything on it right now. You can add certifications in a whole myriad of different ways in WordPress, so I'm not going to go over that in this video. But as you can see, it only takes a couple things of integrating Memberstack to take your static site into something that is an actual viable, sellable business. So that is in a nutshell how you integrate Memberstack. That being said, we have some links in the description below that will teach you how to use Memberstack with WordPress in a little bit more detail. So go check those out if you don't already know. So there we go. We now have a locally built, fully working online course that people can pay for. It's controlled access. If they stop paying, they're going to get kicked out. All of that stuff is already handled for us thanks to the simplicity of Memberstack. So the next thing you're going to want to do is get that site live on the internet. And if you haven't already gotten a site live on the internet with WordPress, my recommendation for you is WPMUdev.com. This is a really, really nice tool with a really nice UI that is used for hosting WordPress sites. If you use a different host, it totally doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Whatever works for you, as long as you can get your site live on the internet. So here we are now at this point. If you've got your site hosted, we are done. Your site is live. You can sell your online course. We are good to go. Now, I just want to talk for a few seconds about the beauty of how you built this with Memberstack. Now that you've built it with Memberstack, you can integrate anything you want and any features into your flow. So for example, you may have noticed that I have this complete lesson and this mark incomplete thing. That's not a native feature of Memberstack. Memberstack is a framework for you to build any business, so we don't have features like complete lesson and mark incomplete. That's what allows Memberstack to be such a lean product. But if you do want to implement that, we can see over here that I have these buttons and I've added an attribute data-action complete. And then this one is data-action incomplete. So I did that, and then I am no pro coder myself. So what I did is I went to ChatGPT. I fed it the Memberstack DOM package, which you can actually feed an AI of your choice with this right here. Go to the DOM package, go to Playground, and download the documentation. Now you can send it to ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever it is that you use, and it will know how Memberstack works. So what I did is I did that, and I said, hey, I have these two buttons. I want you to work with member.json in order to track the courses. And it did it beautifully. Along with that, we also have our own completely free AI. So if you go to ray.memberstack.com, just like that, then you can actually interact with our AI, which has a completely full knowledge base of everything Memberstack. So you can ask it to write you some custom code. It is going to do that for you without an issue. The link to our DOM package documentation is in the description below, along with a link to Ray the AI help bot. So anyways, that is it. Now you can implement anything you want into your fully custom online course with WordPress. It is super easy if you're already used to building sites in WordPress. You just add the Memberstack plugin, wire a couple things up, and you are good to go. So that is it. I hope this one helped you. I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you soon and have a great day.